What up, y'all? Welcome back once again, and thank you for clicking on a video. ThrottleDeviant here again, out on the bike. Got to run to Home Depot, pick up some sealant. I have a damn skylight that cries when it rains, so that's not a good thing. So I figured this would be a good time to take some video. So I haven't been getting a lot of riding lately. I haven't been riding to work and stuff like that because really it's not really safe to ride the bike at the moment because of how loose the chain is. I'll go ahead and throw a clip in to kind of illustrate that right here. As you can see here, my chain is actually resting on my exhaust. And as I turn it, the chain is stretched so unevenly that it picks itself up off the exhaust as the wheel turns, and then it goes back down because of how shitty it all is. So that's my chain. Ordered sprockets, because finding sprockets for this bike is, you don't find them in stock anywhere, so had to order them. Chain's easy enough to replace. There's no point in replacing the chain without replacing the sprockets at this point. My sprockets are shot to shit along with my chain. I guess now is as good of a time as any to do another little story time with ThrottleDeviant. This one's about a young man who got ran over by a motorcycle. So back in the day, there were a couple of young people, one male, one female. The young man didn't have a lot of money. He was kind of poor, so therefore he didn't have a motorcycle of his own. But his neighbor, who he was really close friends with, she did. She had a Honda, I want to say, I believe, if I remember correctly, this story, she had a Honda MB5. Little tiny motorcycle from back in the day, and they would ride. She trusted him like a brother, and he would ride the bike all the time, and she would normally ride on the back because she wasn't as skilled of a rider as he was. But every once in a while when they were putting around their neighborhood and shit, he would ride on the back of her bike while she rode, so that she could learn, you know, how to do what she needed to do on the bike. So next to her house was a vacant lot. In this vacant lot was a hole. At this point, she had gotten a bit more comfortable in her riding capabilities, so she wanted to go. It was a big hole. It wasn't like deep, but she had seen the boy, the young man in this scenario, she had seen him go into the hole and then goose the throttle as he's getting ready to come out of it. He would jump out the hole, you know, and get a little bit of air. And she thought that was just the coolest shit since sliced bread or methamphetamines, who knows. Anyway, they end up in the vacant lot, and she decides she's going to go through that hole with him on the back of that bike. It's all good. He doesn't really care. He's okay with it. He saw it coming a mile away when it came to her going through there. So she goes into the hole, and instead of hitting the gas when her front tire hits the hole, the way it'll pop the front tire up, and she hits the gas as the back tire hits it, which causes the back tire to shoot up in the air and him to be bucked off the motorcycle like it was a fucking horse and he was at a rodeo. So him not expecting her to, well, him just being a kid for one, and not expecting this to happen, he doesn't really hold on very well, and the buck was enough to where when the back of the bike jumped up, he flew over her and landed in front of the motorcycle. Her not being an experienced rider didn't know how to respond to the back end of the bike jumping up like that. So she was flung around by this bike like a rag doll. She ended up pulling back on the handlebars, twisting the throttle, causing her and the bike to shoot forward, running over the young man from his shoulder all the way down across his body over his hip. And my stories really don't have a, you know, moral or anything, I guess. No lessons learned here, just stupid shit that kids do. So that was the way a young man got ran over by a motorcycle that he was actually riding just before he got ran over by it. So anyway, that's my story. I will be posting videos once I get my sprocket and chain. I'll be posting a video that basically of me putting my sprockets and chains, my sprockets and chain on the bike. So I'll have that post, and then hopefully, because what I plan on doing is once it gets to where it's too cold to ride, or when they're starting to get ice on the road and stuff like that, I'm going to start doing maintenance on my bike. I'm gonna change out the brakes on the front and rear, which that'll you know, I'll make a video of me doing that. I plan on replacing the front seals this winter, hopefully, if I get my hands on a triple tree stand. I'm gonna rebuild my front seals myself, so that'll be a thing I do. That'll be interesting. The Home Depot. Woohoo! All right, so here I am at Home Depot. See you when I get out. Got my sealant and got a couple of doorknobs, because one of the doorknobs in actually my bathroom doorknob freaking broke on me the other day, so taking care of that, doing man stuff. Arr, arr, arr. Old dude on a Harley did not wave because he's got a real bike and I don't. Been doing live streams with another motovlogger, The Gear Shot. She has a live stream every weekend on her YouTube channel. Last weekend it was myself and JP. He's a Danish motovlogger. He's awesome. And those Bronics. Yeah, I mean, it was good times, you know. These are all people that I had met on the Moto Amino app, for Amino for motorcycles, Moto Amino, whatever the hell it's called. I met a lot of folks on there. It was really cool. Still one of the main apps I use. Of course, whenever I'm riding, I also use the Eat, Sleep, Ride app as well. I really dig that app. I did a video on it. Wasn't a very good video. That video, I was like, I had like no sleep at all when I did that video. But anyway, I keep saying I think I'm gonna make another one, but I just never have. Oh my God, I feel like a fat bastard. I didn't have a backpack with me today, and I didn't take the cowling off my back seat, so I couldn't strap down my shit that I just bought at Home Depot, at the Home Depot. I couldn't strap it down to the back of the bike, so I just stuffed it in my jacket right now. And I can't lean over the tank at all. I mean, this is, if you look at my arms here, my arms are about as straight as I can get them. And that's as far as I can bend down right now because I have all the shit down in my jacket. Can't even lean over the tank. Sprockets are shot, my chain shot. So I'll be replacing those really soon. As usual, stay on two wheels and ride safe.